All right, so first of all, Daddy needs to share it because nobody knows we're live yet.
Yeah, because we're live.
We are live.
We're live.
So do that. Get it to a couple of places.
Wow. We got a lot of followers, right?
Yeah, we're doing good. I really appreciate those that have been following us, right?
Yeah, we got a lot of followers. Yep. Right, Daddy?
Yeah. Sunday night, we'll see if there's anybody out.
Yep.
Did we do a lot of Halloween shopping this weekend?
Yep, we did.
Where did we go?
Maybe we went to. I didn't see the Harley Quinn, but that's fine because I got a lot of stuff. So.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
Yeah.
You did really good. All right, so where's... Oh, did you just burp?
Yeah.
You say excuse me?
Excuse me.
Why am I... No, don't do that.
Why?
That's disgusting.
Why my breath stinks? I brushed my teeth this morning.
All right. So, hello, anybody there? Hey, hello, mad about you monsters. Hey, Vic.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Why you woke me from my nap?
Uh-huh.
I was trying.
Where'd we get that? It's a Sammy doll.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yes. So I got this Sammy doll, and my dad bought it. So he got it a candy cane, and maybe.
Hey, Ray.
Hi.
Vic says, "Hey, baby girl and little monster." And neat Sam doll Haley.
Yeah, why you woke me from my nap? I'm sleeping again. Love you.
So you guys haven't heard from me for a long while. It's been like, I think it's been probably easily a month since I've made a video. And so I wanted to come on here briefly, let you know I'm still alive.
I'm still alive.
Yeah, we're still alive.
Yeah.
And
come alive.
You guys see that? I got that. I had to have that. That was from Spirit Halloween. That was that.
I got the Addison Alien Space.
Yes, Addison.
I'll go get.
No, it's okay.
No, I'll go get something in the dress room because.
Well, there's no time. They want to talk. No, we talked about this. Okay, you want to go get it? Show them. All right, go get it.
I'm gonna be right back, guys.
Okay. So you guys may or may not know, like we got a pretty serious hurricane bearing down on us. That's supposed to arrive here in Florida Wednesday. So that's interesting, but that's not why I've not been making a video for. You okay?
Oh, I dropped it.
You dropped it?
Oh, okay. Let me get it on.
Okay. All right. So, Haley, pull the curtain because the light's shining through. Pull it this way. Yeah, that's good. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, I'll stay right here. So, yeah, I've been working ridiculous hours, guys. And when I say ridiculous, I'm leaving the house in the dark. And I normally work a 10-hour day anyways, but we've got Frontier that's come to town and they're putting fiber optic everywhere in town, and they're giving the jobs to contractors that are calling in like unbelievable amounts of blocks, 300 and something houses at a time. And so it's put a strain on all of us that work there. because I've had to have some help from people that are normally not doing what I do.
Steve, I like your show.
Oh yeah, we just watched Steve Grimwood Hollow's video there. He's showing a projector that he just got
And we found
for Halloween.
cockroaches.
And yeah, cockroaches, which he's got some in his video, and we got our cockroaches from Steve.
We got our different cockroaches because Steve bought us that.
Yeah, he sent us cockroaches when he mailed us
But,
the package.
Daddy, I'm going to get my chicken
Okay,
real quick.
all right, go get it on. So anyways, yeah. So Ray, you know how it is, and it's not that I've lost interest whatsoever. On the contrary, Haley, just go put it on, okay? On the contrary, I've still been buying stuff. I've been still looking at this Frankenstein display. I'm looking at other projects, and I'm still buying raw materials, and I'm still gathering and planning and all this and that. It's just not feasible right now to jump into something that I know that I potentially may not, you guys are used to by now having like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 20. But I didn't want to start that thing, do a part 1, and then it could be like 2 weeks, 3 weeks before there's a part 2. So I don't know how long this is going to go on for. I do know. Hey, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Yeah, we were just talking about Steve. Those roaches she showed you.
Steve, I like your show.
Haley likes your show. She just showed you roaches that we got from you, and no, I can see your comments, Vic. Maybe they're disappearing on your side. So yeah, guys, it's just been work. And when I get done work, I come home, I take a shower, I relax for maybe a half an hour, and then I end up going to bed to get up to do it all over again. It's not going to last forever. At some point in time, they're going to hopefully have everything put in that they need to put in, or if we have another market crash like we did in 2006, that'll probably slow them down a bit. But I'm really chomping at the bit. I really want to get going on some of this stuff. I've been buying a lot of stuff. Let me tell you, not necessarily building fodder, just a lot of home decor. We've been hitting. Me and Haley have been hitting a lot of Halloween stores. This weekend we hit a Joann's. They got some pretty cool stuff, but expensive. Even with some of it's like 40% discount. Even with that, I couldn't justify some of the prices. It was a bit pricey for me. We went to what was it, Halloween City? We had to go up to Sarasota, Florida, to get to that one, and they had some pretty cool stuff. I ended up buying some stuff there. They had some creep show stuff. Ended up getting me a shirt and a few other things. And Haley's she's putting on she's putting her Halloween costume on right now. She wants you all to see what she's going to be this year. Now, this was all her. Me and my ex tried to persuade her to the way she is going to be
Chucky girl.
a Chucky girl for Halloween.
I'm keeping her.
And here it comes in on this side. That was all her. Me and my ex, we tried to persuade her, hey, how about cheerleader? How about this or that? No, she's not having it. She wants to be who?
Chucky girl.
Chucky girl. And so, Daddy, we went to Spirit Halloween, and I ended up buying her Chucky girl. And we got her the knife, too. Where's the knife?
Oh.
The knife in there? We ended up getting her the knife. Haley, we got to close that curtain.
Hi. Well, I end up doing this because I really know this night because I don't know what is that name. So that's
All right, let me sit down too.
Love ya.
Yeah, so
Yes.
and Steve says, heck yeah, Chucky rules. Good job, Haley. And that's the knife. We had to buy that separate. And that's one from the first movie, the voodoo ritual knife.
But
Haley, watch, you're going to poke me in the eye with that.
But my mommy is going to do the stitches on.
Come over here.
What are these?
Yeah, she's going to do the stitches with makeup for Halloween night. And I'm proud of her because we got a little monster kid on her in the making. I'm not coaching her at all. She's just taking natural to it, which I guess it could be a lot of worse things, And she might. We watch very mild horror movies, and I say mild, very mild, because she can still get scared, and I don't want to. I wouldn't show her anything over the top, anyways. She enjoys them. She likes them, and she asks me questions. And the thing that's blown me away about this little girl, I know all parents brag about their kids, but this is a unique situation, if you ask me. We watched what is it? The newest, I don't want to say remake, it's the prequel to The Wizard of Oz. What's that movie called?
Like dolls.
Emerald City, is it, or something like that?
It's dolls.
No, not that Dolls. She watched that. We watched that yesterday. Stuart Gordon's Dolls. That did kind of scare her a little bit, so we had to turn it off. But no, this is The Great and Powerful Oz, I think it was. It was the new one that they made. I think it's been 10 years ago. Anyways, we watched it, and she loved it because they had, if you guys have seen that movie, it had the little porcelain doll girl that could talk, and she was broken, and he had glued her back together, and she was, oh, that's one of your favorite movies? Yeah.
Me too.
You liked it? Yeah, but you got scared with dolls, didn't you? When those dolls started coming alive. Anyway, so we watched this Great and Powerful Oz, and she saw that, and she asked me, how did they do that, Daddy? How did they do that? So I had to go on YouTube and show her videos of behind the scenes of the making of that movie. And she watched it, and then she wanted to watch it again, and then she kept asking me to play it over and over again. What's wrong? You're scared of what? What are you scared of? So yeah, and so she wanted to see all the behind the scenes making of it, how they did it. So that's how I got started. When I was a kid, my passion for movies it eventually evolved into, how did they do that? How do we do the movie magic? Yeah, Vic said you might be the next monster maker. You make monsters?
Yeah.
All right, come on. So, yeah. So, anyways, guys, I just wanted to let you know everything's going all right. Oh, yeah, she wanted me to show this. This is one of my latest collectibles that I just got. And I know Steve will appreciate that. This is, it's actually kind of an expensive set by NECA. And it's Dr. Loomis, who was a brilliant actor on Pleasance, and of course Laurie. And it's a cool set, isn't it? Yeah, I like those NECA figures. And anyway, so I'm gonna try to. Hopefully, I don't know what's gonna happen, guys. I can only go week by week. But I've been buying stuff, and I've got a lot of stuff to work with to build. Hey, you just
Okay.
poked me in the eye with that, so let's put that down for a minute, okay?
Is that sharp?
Well, no, but it still hurts when you get poked in the eye with that. You're gonna be like a Chucky killer for real and poke your daddy's eyes out. So, I love you. So yeah, that's where we're at. We're gonna take it a week at a time, and if you want, I can drop in and do a live. I thought about doing videos to where I just make whatever it is I'm making, and then video the progress, as opposed to doing tutorials. That's an option. What?
When they do that, when you make like dolls, they turn them more creepy, or when you turn to more doll, you turn to a monster doll.
Yeah, monster doll. Oh, here's something else you probably haven't seen. This is something. Now I know this guy. This is
It's a vampire.
Now that's Bela Lugosi.
Bela
as
Lugosi.
Dracula. Let go, baby.
But I watched Transylvania, and it has Dracula, and it has like vampire teeth.
Yeah, okay. So this, I know the man that is the. I'm a Mego collector, and I'm really big into the 8-inch format, or also 1/9 scale. And there is a guy who is a legend in doing custom Mego figures. You're gonna watch today's phone. There's a man who is a legend for making custom 1/9 scale figures by the name of Charlie Flat. And Charlie Flat, he was fortunate enough to be able to. He started to make figures in China, and he started with that Bela Lugosi, and then they made a few other figures. They're getting really, really hard to come by now, but I met Charlie a number of times. We've had conversations and stuff like that, and good stuff. Yeah, the NECA stuff is, I absolutely love it. There's a few figures that I still want to get yet, but I've got a nice collection of them. Steve, I know we both got the same figure, My Bloody Valentine figure, very well done. I want to get the Elvira figure at some point in time, and I think there's a few others, but really good quality, really, really good quality. So, but other than that, guys, here we're at. It's good to see you guys, and give you an update there and let you know that, yeah, I'm still alive, and we're still moving forward. Just got to get this work under control. Plus, it's been miserably hot too. Florida in the summertime is ridiculously hot. It's like being in a swampy sauna. So when you go outside and that sun's beating down and that humidity's so high, it's just the sweat's just pouring off of me, and that sucks the life out of me too. So even if I did manage to get home, yeah, it's good to see you, Steve. Thank you. So even if I did get home at a somewhat reasonable time, I'm depleted. Hey, Keith, and everyone, Keith, check out if you haven't. Keith, he's the man for the Code Orange. He's provided a service to his brother too, because Keith's been going around to every store and giving you updates on what's available for Halloween. And because of him is why I went to Joann Fabric today, took the drive with Haley. We went to Michael's and At Home. And then I saw he did a video of Party City. No, Halloween City, is it called? And so we went up there. We had to drive all the way up to Sarasota this weekend here. Yesterday, in fact, we took the drive up to Sarasota, and I took my little girl to lunch at what's turning out to be, I guess, her favorite restaurant, Chili's. Daddy likes Chili's, but she's when we go out to eat and I ask her, where do you want to go? She's like, I want to go to Chili's. She likes the chips and salsa and They're chicken tenders. Yeah, party Halloween City. That's where we went yesterday, Keith. And I got to see the 6 foot crypt. The creeper from Creep Show. I have the money to buy it. It's like 260, I think it is. I got the money to buy it, but I don't know. I I looked at him and I think they could have done a better job of him. So I didn't pull the trigger on it and everything. But yeah. So anyway, Keith has been providing a big service, sharing and showing everything that's available out there, and it's it's very helpful. And there's a lot out there this year. But then there's some other places he's gone to where there's a in his videos there's a plethora of goodies. Uh, and I've gone there. Like Home Depot is a good example. I went to our Home Depot and it was pathetic. They didn't have any 12-foot skeletons. They didn't have hardly anything. And I went to our Lowe's. I might have to go back to Lowe's because I think I went there a bit early. But just I don't know. Florida's getting the short end of the stick with the supply chain or what. But it's not been great. Now there's been a lot of cool stuff at like Michael's. I went there and cleaned up. It'll be good to go there when they have the 75% off and stuff after Halloween. It'd be really good to go there and clean up. I was still able to get some cool stuff there yesterday. I went to was it yesterday? No, Friday we went. Friday we went to Spirit, and then we went over to Michael's before they closed. And I found this, and it's from a company called Evil Ted Cosplay Mold, and it's these cool silicone component molds. Because I did buy a new kit of the smooth on resin, 2-part resin. Yeah, Steve, no joke, man. I really think I might end up doing that. There's somebody on Facebook that did one. They did a really good job of it too. They made the creep, and then they made the booth, the ticket booth, and they nailed it, man. And they gave him his burlap looking shroud, if you will, and he even had the little mouse coming out of the hole in his shirt. Had the tickets, had the sign, the most fun you'll ever have being scared, everything. It had it down. It even had the velvet red curtains in the top. It nailed it. Nailed it. It was beautiful. I bought a lot this year. I bought a lot of home decor and stuff because my home, I love the aesthetics of it. Uh, I'm gonna do a house tour one of these days once I get everything situated the way I want, because it's still a work in progress. But even my kitchen is kind of a themed like an apothecary. Like I don't know what but it's apothecary everywhere in the kitchen. Um, the hallways I've got like autographs and stuff like that from moving Steve's autographs in there in the hallway. Uh, yeah, just the whole. There's a little something every room you go into. My bathroom is all in the Jaws theme. All of it's done in Jaws. The slaughtered lamb. Yeah, that would be cool, Keith. And that would be cool, if you could pull off a rustic looking English countryside pub, because I've been in them pubs. I've been to England. I've been all over England, and I've been there, I want to say probably 6 times. 6 different times I've been to England, and I've been all over that country. Spent most of my time in London. If you ever get a chance to go to London, England, you need to go check out a store called Forbidden Planet. Amazing store. It's like 2 stories of just nothing but collectibles, and on the second floor they got like graphic novels and old comic books. And uh, when I went there, yeah, hey, I would have an autographed picture of Keith up there too. I got one of Frady when she was. I'm gonna embarrass her. In fact, I think I got one right here. You guys are gonna flip if I got it. I got one from Frady, and you guys wouldn't believe. Okay. Good night. Haley said good night. She's on my bed, and she sounds like she's settled in. I don't see it right now, but I got some other crazy stuff here. Have you guys ever seen this before? This is a barf bag that when you went to see, I'm trying to think of what year. This is like 19, maybe, I don't know. It's 70s film called The Mark of the Devil. And when you went to like the premiere of this movie, they gave you a barf bag, and it said, "This vomit bag and the price of one admission will enable you to see the first film rated V for violence, guaranteed to upset your stomach. Positively the most horrifying film ever made." Was it? No, not by a long shot, but it's a good gimmick, and I like these kind of gimmicks. So I got this. I'm gonna frame it. This is an original too. This is an original from the film. Yeah, he's got a barf bag from a plane. I got all kinds of crazy stuff here. It's too much to even. I gotta organize it all. I did get this here. I just bought this at Spirit. I had to have it. I had to have one. So that's gonna go in the house. Not quite sure where yet, but definitely had to have that. I love me some Camp Crystal Lake, especially the final chapter. Love that movie. And then I got still looking. I got parts of Steve sent me. Where's the rest of them? He's around here somewhere. Steve sent me a cast of his Jason Voorhees. There's the mask. No, we can't have that. People can hear that. Go on the bed, baby. And he comes with a little mask in his head. I'm gonna paint him up one of these days. The weird shed. No, there's not gonna be any weird shed. It was way too hot out there. That shed wasn't insulated. To really turn it into a good studio, I'd have to insulate it and close it in real good. There's sheddy stuff inside there, so my studio it works good. It's just everything needs to be organized. I've got a lot of stuff. That's the problem, and it's getting to where it's hard to move around in there. So what I think I might have to do is I might have to like put stuff in the shed that I'm not using, and then just go get it when I need it. That way I can leave myself some room in the studio. But even though I've not been making videos, I'm still working in there. Me and Haley, I take her in there. Last weekend we went in there and we were doing some sculpting. She likes to sculpt with me, and so I'm still doing some sculpting and everything like that. I sculpted up like a little. Where is it? I think it might even be in here somewhere. A little. Steve sent me a little. It's like the Frog Boy, and it's a little sideshow gaff in a bottle, a specimen, and I love that kind of stuff. And so I did like this little parasitic looking creature. And what I plan to do is I plan on casting it in silicone and then pouring up some and then painting them up and putting them in uh, little glass vessels and stuff and making labels for them. I haven't quite thought of the name of the little creature yet, but it's fun. I'm sitting there with Haley just passing the time, and I might be home Wednesday. I don't know. What they tend to do if we're going to get the storm too bad, they tend to send us home and go on a skeleton crew. And then when the storm passes, then if we get hit, you guys won't hear from me for a few days because I'll when we have a storm, it's all hands on deck, and I'll end up working. I've worked 24 hours straight before uh, when Hurricane Irma came to town. And but it is what it is. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I love that stuff, Steve. It's real. I really like doing that. I want to get more into that. And like I said, I just bought these molds, and I've got the 2-part casting material, casting resin. I've got the casting or the mold making silicone. I've never done that stuff before, so it's gonna. Ah, I love you. My daughter blew me. I love you too. And yeah, so I've never done that stuff before. I've never made molds of they're like silicone molds. I've never did 2-part resin casts and stuff like that. So I'm excited and looking forward to getting into that. Yeah, I want to get on that, Steve, and at some point in time, maybe I start getting into some bigger stuff. I've got some WED. I've got a brand new box of WED. I've got a brand new bucket of latex. I've really been wanting to do. Yeah, I could see it. It's just damn expensive, Keith. That's the only problem is it's expensive. But we'll see what happens. Uh, I've been wanting to do this. This is something I found at a Goodwill, and it took me a long time to figure it out. Now this is like a sea creature, okay? And I know you probably can't see the details of the face real good, but he's got a cool looking face, and he's so cool. I just love him. But I couldn't figure out what he was. But apparently, if you went to Dave and Buster's at some point in time, they had this adult drink. I don't know, it was called the Sea Serpent or something like that. And they used this inside the glass when you got this drink. And they had a few different other themes too. But so if you ever come across one of these, it's from Dave and Buster's, and they used it in a mixed drink. I would like to I'm looking at that face. I thought about making a hand puppet, that goes up the arm of this sea creature and give it some uh, gnarly, sharp polymer teeth. Maybe cast the teeth and then just go all out. I'll sculpt it out of WED and then cast it with Ultra Cal, or mold it with Ultra Cal and then pour it in latex, and then take foam and tie it all in, and then latex the whole thing, put the scales and all this and that, put the gills in it, the sharp teeth, and then make it a puppet. I've been wanting to do that for over a year, so I figure if it's something that I've been wanting to do and it's not left my mind, then probably it's something that I need to do. I thought about if it comes out good, maybe I'll make a number of them and sell them. But I think one of the people that I think should have one of these if I'm successful is Savage. Because Savage, I think it would be cool if she had something kick up her game a little bit there when she's in the back seat of Keith's car, annoying the hell out of him with her little sock puppet when he does his code orange. I think it would be cool maybe if she had something a little kicked up there. But so I think we might do that. If I can get one there, I think it'll go to Savage. And we'll see how that works out. And then, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, the Frankenstein display, the box is done. It's sitting there, and I've been putting stuff inside the workshop. Yeah, yeah, and I anticipate it's going to be pretty big too. So that'll be fun. It'll be fun to make that. But yeah, so the Frankenstein display, yeah, I keep thinking about it, and I'm constantly buying stuff to go to it. Now I'm at a point now to where I'm thinking behind Frankenstein, I've already got how this thing's going to be laid out, but I'm wanting to kick it up. I know they sell these, I guess they call them lightning machines or something that flash when there's the sound of thunder. You play audio, you play thunder, and it'll respond to it and flash whenever there's the clap of thunder. And I keep thinking about wanting to make a window in the back, a castle window, because when you look at this thing, you guys, the way you're looking at me, the Frankenstein's going to be over here on this side in the display, and then over here on, I guess, which would be the left facing the box, is going to be a Frankenstein contraption, which I've been buying stuff from materials for that. I got some knife switch and some other stuff that I got from When Hinges Creek. I've got a bunch of glass beakers and stuff for the laboratory, so it's going to go up. It's going to have a laboratory, and it's going to be a whole display. Some I've got some of that purple foam to carve up into like rocks. And then I thought about doing like a castle window, and but I need to work out how I could do the flash, and then I'd like the sound of thunder, so that there's flashing thunder and lightning coming from the window. Perfect storm. Yeah. So yeah, so that it's just not, that it has some bells and whistles to it. And like I said, this thing it could be potentially designed to where it's big and heavy. It's 4 feet by 4 feet. It's big and it's heavy. I thought about putting it on casters and then building another duplicate box that's 4 foot by 4 foot. Do an extension of the Frankenstein castle inside that one, and then join the two with hinges, so that they're both on casters. There's a box that you can push and roll out, and then just open it up to have an 8-foot display of a Frankenstein castle. And then when you're done with it, you can fold it back up and put a clasp or something on it, and then put it in storage if you want to put it in the garage or something like that. It's something that can be moved around and then tucked away. But we haven't gotten there yet. Another thing I got is one of those. They're like 2 foot. It's a 2 foot primate skeleton. I think I want to turn it into some kind of a creature, like a 2 foot creature standing up, and take the old latex and shop towels to it and put some teeth and then glass eyes and a duct tape ape. Yeah. I'll corpse it with some trash bags and duct tape and call it a day. Dry brush trash bags. But anyways, yeah, so I still got plans. I'm not gone. I didn't quit. Hopefully people are still going and watching what I did do so far, and I don't start losing subscribers. But I can understand if it gets stagnant for too long. But Another thing I'm looking at is I have a camcorder. That's what I use. It takes the SD cards. Uh, if there's some kind of a fire wire that I can get for it that can run from the camera to the PC to use it as a HD webcam, if you will, and then maybe doing lives and stuff, even if I can only contribute like 20 minutes, even that working on something, maybe it's better than nothing. So that'll be up to you two guys of what you'd like to see. I think I have a lot of stuff. Like I said, this year I've got a lot of stuff. I could do a Halloween haul. If you guys like the toys, I can, I just picked this up too yesterday. I like stuff like this. This is made by Trick or Treat Studios. I have the Billy Puppet from Trick or Treat Studios. What's funny is I'm not a big Saw fan, uh, which is, I've seen them. I've watched the movies. Uh, and I know Jay LaRose personally. He was Troy the Chain Man in Saw 2. He was the guy that had all the chains on him, and then there was the teddy bear holding a jar full of nuts and bolts. I went to lunch with him one time because we were talking to him about his involvement in a project that we were doing. So I got to sit down and have lunch with him, and I've had run-ins with him on a number of occasions. In fact, he would probably do an interview for us if he also played the demon in the Insidious movies. Yeah, you are the runner-up for being Chain Man, Keith, and that was something. I went to that Halloween City. They had a lot of chain there too, but I didn't really check the price. And I thought of you. You probably grabbed some when you went there. But they got a lot of cool stuff. All right, Steve. Yeah, I'm not going to be late. I got a little girl to get to bed here. She's getting tired. It's been a long day. We've been out running around. And tomorrow's the last day with me there. I take her back to her mom's tomorrow night. Good night, Steve. And and then I got to clean up the mess. She's my partner in crime, and we do a lot, but she's messy. She gets into a lot of stuff, and so the rest of my time spent cleaning up after her. But that's okay. It's worth it. All night. So, all right, guys. So I think that's going to be enough for tonight. I just want to come in and say hello. Yep. All right, I'm coming. All right, guys. That's going to be enough for tonight. I appreciate you guys stopping by. And I'll keep you posted. And we're going to get back to it, though. But I'll keep an eye out because at some point in time, you're going to start seeing videos again. All right. So good night, guys. I appreciate it. Take care.